Morgan Freeman is privileged. He's a privileged black man that can say that. Privileged, rich, wealthy black man who can say we need to stop talking about Black History Month. We don't. Sorry, we don't. I voted for Trump so we can put God and family first. And right now, it don't seem like we're putting God before all these decisions that we're making. And we desperately need to keep God in it. Planes are falling from the sky on top of people's homes. Planes are falling from the sky, crashing into helicopters. And just like that, almost 70 people passed away, gone. You know what I mean? A lot of things are moving in the wrong direction, and we need to correct that. But Trump, he did acknowledge and he is honoring Black History Month. This is just some youngins right here getting lit. You know what I mean? They just partying. This is something that Black culture like to do, have a good time. You know what I mean? They love it. They this first day of Black History Month, happy Black History Month to everybody. And if you are a Democrat or if you are Black, I ask you to check out Thomas Sowell. All right, I ask you to check out people like Thomas Sowell, Vince Everett Ellison. You know what I mean? Check out these guys. Like, you're not going to be taught about them in Black schools. You're not. But I desperately ask that you check them out because the Black schools don't teach us about them. They don't mention them. All right. The problem is when we start to only put people in position because they're Black and not qualified. Everybody that takes a DEI position is not qualified. Okay? And also, Black people, I want to say this too. Stop acting like DEI is ours. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, that's not ours. Affirmative action is not ours. Affirmative action mostly benefits liberal white women. On the list of who affirmative action and DEI benefits, Black people are number 7. I don't know the order, but I think it's white liberal women, then it's Asians, it's Hispanics and Latinos, it's veterans, I think that's 4, and then it's the LGBTQAI plus community, that's number 5, and then it's husbands, white men benefiting from their white wives who are CEOs. So it's white CEO men benefiting from their wives getting government contracts because they are white. And then is Black people. There's DEI and affirmative action. Why do we fight so hard for that shit? When we put our heads down and we focus and we do what we have to do in order to get the grade or get the job or be successful, we get it done. But as soon as the government say, nope, you don't even have to work that hard anymore. Just say you're Black in the application and we'll make sure that you get the job. And that's the BS that hurts us. Because then you have people who are responsible, who are the head of the FAA, who don't even understand anything about airplanes, how they're supposed to be flying, the qualifications, none of that. All because they're Black. When we just put people in a place because they're Black, that's how we get a Kamala in the government thinking that she can be a goddamn president. Are you me? I'm sorry, I'm going off a little bit. On this subject, I have to say that I agree with Morgan Freeman. The best way to come together as Americans is stop talking about Black History Month. I don't agree with that. Morgan Freeman is privileged. He's a privileged Black man that can say that. He's a privileged Black man, a privileged, rich, wealthy Black man who can say we need to stop talking about Black History Month. We don't. Sorry, we don't. Because Black people cannot trace their lineage. So we need something to celebrate. We don't know where we're from. I know a lot of white people who can tell me exactly where they're from. I go to white people's houses and they got their grandfather, their great-grandfather, their great-great-grandfather, and their great-great-great-grandfather's pictures on their walls, and they know exactly where they're from. He's Irish. He's from Italy. He's from Scotland. He's from France. So Black people don't do, most of us, the majority of us. So sometimes, and this has been ingrained in us, and I apologize if this makes any of y'all, no, I don't apologize. This might rub some of y'all the wrong way because some of y'all are like, man, why are we always talking about race so much? That's because race has been beaten into us ever since we can remember, all right? And it wasn't Black people that wanted to talk about race in the first place. It was the white people that brought them over here that separated us by color and race. That's what happened. And also, black people, not all black people are slaves, man. Not all black people are freaking imports from Africa. Some of us are actually immigrants, and some of us are the original Americans that were here when this country first started. Some of us are the natives. So this is why we talk about it, because we don't know. But they keep feeding us the same Dr. King, the Mary McLeod Bethune, the Rosa Parks, and Booker T. Washington, and Frederick Douglass, and the same people. But then it's not about just celebrating all black people. This is the problem I have with Black History Month. The problem I have with Black History Month is we only celebrate black people who support liberal mindset. We don't support conservative judges or conservative lawyers. All right, so I just wanted to point that out there. Yes, race. We talk about race way too much. Black people need this. White people taking us down. And it's complete. The people that are ruining the black community are the black people. That's it. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week. And you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. The people that are killing us in our communities are black people. We're killing ourselves, period. The people that are selling drugs to black people in black communities are black people, period. Cut the Most youngins that get to go to college off of affirmative action and they get to move to the front of the line, even though they're not qualified, most of them fail any damn way because they are not mentally prepared. They don't want to be there. They don't want higher education. They don't want it. My son and my daughter both attend an HBCU right now as engineering students, and they are high performers. But when it comes to the engineering program is putting out so much money, saying we want as many black scholars, as black engineers that we can possibly have. But guess who's not taking advantage of that? Us. We want to go in there and get the most easiest, fastest, just degree. We want to live the experience. And also HBCUs, another thing, y'all are full of because the only thing that y'all really care about is Divine Nine, your sororities and your fraternities. You don't care about these scholars as much as you claim you do. You're only lifting up these scholars because you want more federal dollars and federal funding for your schools. And that's it. And that's usually to pad the pockets of the teachers and to pad the pockets of the coaches and the athletes. My kids go to HBCU and Norfolk State University. Do you know that they build a brand new dorm? I mean, they build a brand new dorm, spanking new dorm. And do you know who they decided to put in that dorm? Instead of putting scholars in that dorm, high-performing scholars in that dorm, they put the athletes in there. The athletes gets first dibs. Why is that? It's because the athletic department make more money for the school than the scholars do. They're already choosing money over the children's education. Mike Vick just now got signed in as the new head coach of the football team at Norfolk State University. And that's all they're talking about. Everything's about Mike Vick's coming. We're going to sell this merch and the price of the tickets are going to go up. And our sports program is going to be able to get better people. And we're going to get number one. We're going to win more games and all this other. Who gives a damn about that? I can care less. I can care less. These children are coming to your university so that they can prepare to become adults in the real world and have a career. And all they care about is their sports program and the Divine Nine. That's why Kamala was all stepping in. She's an AKA and everybody wanted her to be the president because she's an AKA. I don't give a damn about that. Divine Nine don't even support God. They don't worship God. They worship Greek figures and all that other BS and symbols. That's completely what God is against. So all of this dancing for Black History Month is Black History Month. We want everybody to be dancing and having a good damn time. This is what they want to do in Black schools. And I ain't with that. I'm not with that. And neither is the conservative party. They're like, man, all of this playing around and dancing and trying to take advantage of the federal government for the funds that you've been receiving simply because you're Black, getting into positions, simply because you're a woman, simply because you're Asian, simply because you're Hispanic, simply because you're LGBTQAI plus, you're one of them. None of that is going on anymore. Forget that. All these pronouns that I got to be forced to remember, or else I'm going to get in trouble at work. Trump is saying, man, kiss my ass with all that. That's the stuff that I like. But we're going to hold them accountable, period. We're going to hold them accountable. If we see something that we don't like, we're going to speak on it on this channel. Probably not on other people's channels, but we're going to speak on it on here, over here. Trump does support Black schools and universities and Black initiatives. If he didn't, why was he the president that gave way more money to HBCUs than any other president in world history? And guess what? Unlike them other people, he didn't ask for anything back. He didn't make them sign their blood on the contract. That's one thing that I respect about that dude. He is not beholden to the dollar as much as people want us to believe that he's not. Although he does look at this country as the corporation it is, and he see where all the holes are, and I appreciate that. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping and praying. I'm hoping and praying, guys. I'm telling you, I pray so hard on this, man. I'm hoping and praying that these next 4 years do some great justice for this nation as a whole, because they're trying to paint him out to be a white supremacist, and that he's trying to shut down every single initiative that positions Black people to win, or positions anybody, let's say this, anybody but white people to win. I don't see it that way, and I pray that's not the case. But I'm watching him. I am watching him. I'm watching this entire administration. When Trump was running for office, he said that Project 2025, he's not involved with it. He hasn't read it. His initiative, Agenda 47, is nowhere near it. Complete opposite. I expect to see that. If I do not see it, I'm going to call a spade a spade. If you guys want to unsubscribe or no longer watch my videos, then so be it. I'm not here to kiss anybody's ass. Okay, I'm a grown-ass man. I've been doing this full time for the last 3 years. I put God and family first in my own home. I'm doing the same thing when it comes to the Trump administration because I voted for that. And as a voter, I feel it's necessary that we all hold him accountable. I love what he's doing. All this tit for tat, I don't want to see it. I can care less about it. He's already won. He don't have to always be sticking it to the other side. I want him to investigate everybody in the federal government that deserves to be investigated. I want their ass to go through the ringer the same way that they put him through it. Is that petty? Maybe. I don't care. They shouldn't have put him through it. Don't throw no rocks and then hide your hand. Your ass need to be taxed just like him. You need to go through the court system just like him. Whoever he wants to investigate, I'm behind it 100%. I hope Kash Patel gets the job. I hope he is confirmed. Him and Tulsi Gabbard, I hope they are completely confirmed. I want him to do everything he said he's going to do. But I want it to work out for the entire nation. That's what I want. That's what I want.